What's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already, in good faith that I will continue bringing you great content. So, one of my homeboys who I told you about, we're friends. We just got to be friends, and I met him at a plate match. He has been watching my videos, and he was like, Liv, let me know if you need anything to help with your videos, and you could come and grab it. He's also the guy that has offered to give me some training. So I thought he lived like an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours away. Come to find out, he lives 45 minutes away. So the other day I went up there, he was like, Liv, grab some pistols. So I grabbed 3 pistols. This is one of them. The Springfield Armory TRP Tactical Response Pistol. This is a full-size 1911. There's no mag in here. Full-size 1911 in the Armory Black. All right. So a couple of things about this pistol. Number one, he used this in one of his competitions. So I told you before that he shoots competitively, and I'm not going to tell you his name because, you know, he's low key. He low key. So he shot this in competition. This is chambered in .45 caliber ACP, and he did very well. Like he's super good. But anyway, I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting into 1911s. I don't really know much about them, so let me snag that and, you know, do my research on it. So apparently this has been around for some time. It has been around for some years. And another thing, he shoots his guns. So if you look closely, you'll see like wear marks, obviously holster wear. I told you he shot competitively, or he shoots competitively. You'll see holster wear. You'll see that like he doesn't view guns the way I view guns, right? So with me, I'm like, oh, let me take care of it. Let me make sure I don't put it down too hard, or let me look at the surface I'm putting. Like, he is not doing all that. He simply looks at them as tools. So he uses them, he fires them. Whatever character comes out of that is just what it is. So he does not baby his guns. And I like that about him because this trigger was worn in. Everything was great about this pistol. There was only a couple of things that bothered me, and I'm gonna get to it. So first of all, these are night sights. It is very hard to see in this video, but the sights are very small. But, you know, I wish the front sight was fiber optic, and I know like on 1911s that is not standard. The night sights that came on here are standard, but I know some people switched them out. I wish it was fiber optic because now I've gotten used to a fiber optic front sight that I enjoy and that pops for me. So there were times that I struggled a little bit catching my sight picture on this. Also, it has an ambi safety lever, right? Now, with the ambi safety lever, the way I hold my gun, there were times, and I'll show you in the video, where I would shoot and I thought something was happening with the magazine or with the ammo, and it wasn't. It was the safety lever that was activating when I shot. So I was trying to figure out how that was happening because my finger was on the trigger and my hand was here. Well, guess what? This palm was here when I was shooting, right? But as I was shooting with the recoil, it was popping up the safety somehow, some way, which was really weird. That's never happened to me before. So I will disengage the safety with my palm, and then I would try to ride it so that it wouldn't engage again, and then I would have a dead trigger. So that bothered me a lot. I didn't like that. I kept engaging the safety because I'm thinking there's a malfunction and the gun is fine. There's no malfunction. It's just that my palm was activating the safety. Also, so I kind of cleared it up on my thumb, but my nail, and I have short nails because I do that on purpose when I shoot because of the way I place my thumb. Well, anyway, if you notice on my other videos, I ride my thumb high. Well, on this, if you notice, there's a little, let's see if I could get this closer. There's a little ledge right here, right? So as I'm riding my thumb is right in here. Well, on the recoil, it was flipping up, flipping up, flipping up. And so it was, I don't even know if you guys can see this. It was cutting my nail right inside the inner part of my thumb. It's hard for you to see it, but it hurts like a witch. So I had to adjust how I hold my thumb, which I didn't like doing because like when I have my grip, I have my grip. I don't like adjusting to the gun. I rather buy a gun that adjusts to my grip unless my grip is completely not right, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. All I know is that this little ledge here was a problem when I was shooting. So that bothered me a lot. Also, this particular gun comes with G10 grips. I'm not sure if they were switched out or these are the original grips, but I've spoken to you about this before. My hands are pretty sensitive. So over time, after about, 40 rounds, the grip started to kind of aggravate me. And in here, you can see that it's checkered. It's really aggressive, but I will say my friend, he loves aggressive grips. I didn't ask him if he switched these out. He may have because I looked at his other guns. All of his grips are aggressive. So he may have switched it out because again, he's competitively shooting and he added the mag well down here. The trigger. All right, I'm gonna see if I can do this because you know I'm left-handed. So with the trigger, first things first, he's okay with me dry firing this. This has thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds to it. So he's okay with me dry firing. I don't do it often, but I am gonna do it for this video because I don't have any snap caps for 45 ACP. So again, this gun is empty. There's no mag in it. So try to hold it like this. Here we go. Little take up, right? At the wall. Right there, right? Here's the reset. Right there. This trigger is probably one of the nicest triggers I have ever shot. Now, this is an oldie but goodie. Also, he has worn this gun in from shooting competitively over the years and with thousands of rounds through it that I'm sure it does not come like this from the factory. Let me show you that again. The wall, it's like literally right there. Right? Reset. Right there. So that trigger is amazing. Also, the beaver tail, it really allowed me to get everything I had underneath this gun and get a super amazing grip on it. I mean, everything I had. I mean, that beaver tail is extended. And of course, the extension helps because I have big hands. So I was able to really wrap my hand underneath this and get shots off. You'll see that I had maybe 1 or 2 flyers and I wasn't that far out. I probably was shooting maybe 17, 15 feet away between that marker. And I shot in close because I wanted to see what it can do and I wasn't used to it. So I put the target in a little closer, but I was ringing it out. I mean, for me to have shot this for the first time, I shot really well. But I also said in my previous video about the top 5 ergonomic grips, 1911s just feels good. So I was able to get a really good grip, except for the issue that I had with this, and obviously the safety going on. But outside of those 2 issues, I mean, I had a really good grip, and so I was able to keep that muzzle flip down for the most part. I mean, this is a large frame gun. This might be, I don't know. I didn't do the measurements of it, and I'm sorry I didn't look it up. I want to say it's about 5 inches long, maybe more. But it just felt good to shoot. The trigger was amazing. It felt good in the hand. But again, this is a worn-in gun. This ain't no Safe Queen. This gun has been used, it's been abused, it's been used again, and it feels good. So I do appreciate, you know, being able to shoot a gun that is set up competitively and also have the rounds to prove that this is a gun that has and will continue to be around for years to come. So I feel like I'm new on the scene to it, but it's been around for some time. And I think it comes in stainless as well as black armory. I don't know. I enjoy shooting it. For me, I tested another 1911 of his that I'm going to do a review on, and it's more of a compact 1911 that I like better. Here's the deal. I have another 1911 chambered in 9mm that's about the same length as this. I think it's about 5 inches. It's a SIG Tac Ops. And I had the same thing happen to me with my thumb on this ledge. And you might say, well, Liv, that's not a big deal. It is a big deal when you're trying to be accurate, and every time the gun recoils, your thumb is being misplaced. I can't get a steady grip on it because it's going up and down this ledge, and it's pretty much ripping my nail, not my skin, but my nail off. So that bothers me, and I think that's why I don't particularly care for the long barrel for 1911s, but obviously I like 1911s. And I just recently started liking 1911s. This has been within the last 6 months or so. So I appreciate you for letting me hold this. Thank you. I'm going to get all 3 of them back to you. And this was fun. This was fun to get into the range and, you know, and shoot. Oh, and by the way, my friend gave me about, how many rounds did you give me? You gave me about probably 150 rounds of 45 ACP ammo. I didn't have to pay for it. He gave it to me to shoot. Isn't that nice? Listen, I'm going to take all my blessings. You understand? I'm going to take every one of my blessings because I'm due for a great 2019. I really am. Thank you for hooking me up. I appreciate it. And for the rest of you guys, thank you for tuning in with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please continue to treat one another with kindness. If you have anything to add to this 1911, let me know down in the comment section. Again, I'm new to 1911s, so I'm glad to explore this world. You guys rock. Have a great 2019, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Peace.